Hey everybody, this is Steve, and I'm on location in my apartment. Since it's a snowy day, I've been enjoying a nice cup of hot cocoa with marshmallows. I love marshmallows because they're yummy, they're really fun for science experiments, and they can help us understand a little bit more about being the bee. Over on our GOA Youth Instagram, we got a question from Greek Orthodox girl who wanted to know about how we can keep our thoughts focused on God. And that's a really great question, because what's going on the surface doesn't always match what's going on in our hearts. I can look really calm on the outside and be really, really angry on the inside. So what does that have to do with marshmallows? Well, there's a really famous experiment dealing with marshmallows called the Marshmallow Experiment. Researchers brought kids into a room and presented them with a single marshmallow on a plate. And they said, you can either have this one marshmallow now, or you can wait 15 minutes and get 2 marshmallows a little bit later. And there's a lot of really fun videos on YouTube showing kids doing the marshmallow experiment. And what's really interesting about the kids that don't eat the marshmallow is they don't look at it. They ignore it and turn away elsewhere. You may remember our episode on defeating darkness. You can click here to see it again. St. Porphyrios gave us great advice. He said, don't fight against the darkness, just work on bringing in the light of Christ. When it comes to our temptations and bad thoughts, it can be really, really hard to fight against them. It can be really hard to look at that delicious marshmallow and not eat it. Elder Paisios, another really famous monk from Mount Athos, gave us some really helpful advice along these lines. He said, thoughts are like airplanes, flying in the air. If you ignore them, there's no problem. If you pay attention to them, you create an airport inside your head and permit them to land. So when we have a temptation or bad thought, it can be helpful to just turn away from it. It can be helpful to turn to prayer, to open up the Bible and read some of the scripture. It can be helpful to call up a family member or a friend and ask them to help turn our attention towards something better. No matter how delicious the marshmallow is, we don't need to fight it. We can turn our attention away towards God and find strength in Him. So let's be the bee and turn away from our temptations and toward God and find strength in Him. Be the bee and live orthodoxy. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you all next week.